Have you ever heard colors or seen sounds? Maybe numbers have personalities or music feels textured almost like velvet or metal, depending on what you're listening to. A lot of you, especially those of you who are in GATE, have mentioned this and asked, why do so many gifted or neurodivergent people experience synesthesia? Synesthesia is a neurological phenomenon where the senses cross over. It happens when areas of the brain that normally work separately stay more connected. In early development, everyone's senses overlap, but most brains prune those extra connections as they mature. For synesthetes, that pruning doesn't fully happen, so that sound might automatically trigger color or touch might link to emotion. The most well-known type is chromesthesia, hearing sound as color, like a concert becomes a storm of light. Some other examples include lexical gustatory synesthesia, where certain words cause a taste in your mouth. Spatial sequence synesthesia, where time or numbers appear arranged in a space like calendar wrapping around your body. And mirror touch synesthesia, where you literally feel what happens when you see it happen to someone else. And then there are rare and unusual variants like ordinal linguistic personification, where numbers or days have personalities. Auditory tactile synesthesia, where sounds create tingling or pressure sensations on your skin. Emotion color synesthesia, where every feeling has its own hue or texture. Some people even experience temperature or pain synesthesia, sensing warmth, chill, or physical ache from colors, sounds, or words. This kind of cross-connection often overlaps with neurodivergence, autism, ADHD, giftedness, or heightened creativity. All of these share a tendency toward less neural pruning and more interconnectivity. And that means that sensory input travels across more pathways, making perception richer, but sometimes more intense or overwhelming as well. In gifted programs like GATE, many of us were naturally wired for deeper pattern recognition and sensory processing, so it's no surprise that synesthesia shows up more often here. And here's something interesting that I did not know. Some people don't have it from birth. They develop it later, like after a brain injury, psychedelic therapy, deep meditation, or emotional breakthroughs. The senses can start blending again, and it's as if the brain reopens old connections and remembers how to translate one sense into another. So tell me, what's your experience? Do you hear color, taste words, see time floating around you? Drop in the comments. I'm collecting stories from others who experience the world this way, especially those from gifted or GATE backgrounds, because the more we talk about it, the more we realize there's no single version of reality.